Hello, dear students. Now, let's discuss some questions related to the topics which we have studied of Chapter 3 Private, Public, and Global Enterprises. These questions are given at the back of your chapter. Now, let's read the question. On the basis of following pictures, you are required to answer the following question. Number 1. Identify public enterprises to which following organizations belong. Dear children, some images are given in this question which are visible on your screen. Carefully see the images and you have to identify the public enterprises to which these pictures belong. So number 1, first picture is related to BHEL, Bharat Heavy Electricals Limited. So this organization is government company. BHEL is the example of government company. Now we have to write two features for each from identified images. So two features of government companies are these are formed, registered and incorporated under Companies Act 1956. The majority of paid up share capital is held by the central or state government. In this way you can write two features of every public enterprises. Alright, now see the next image. So next image belongs to, it is the image of ONGC, Oil Natural Gas Corporation. So this picture belongs to statutory corporation, that is public corporation. So the two features of public corporations are, these are formed by passing a special act in the parliament. These are operated, controlled and managed by the central or state government. Alright, now see the third image. So third image is of railway ministry. Exactly. So this type of enterprises belong to departmental undertakings. So the two features of departmental undertakings are, these are the part of ministries of government, state or central government. These are financed by passing annual budget of government. Okay. Now see the next image. So next image is of RBI. You can see the logo of RBI here. See the logo RBI. That means Reserve Bank of India. So this Reserve Bank of India belongs to statutory corporation because it was formed by passing a special act of RBI. Okay. Now next image is of SEBI, Stock Exchange Board of India. So it is also a statutory corporation. Next image is of Air India. So it is also a statutory corporation. Now you can write the features of statutory corporation which I have explained just. Now see the next question. Post and Telegraph Department is part of a government ministry. It is fully managed, controlled and financed by the concerned ministry. The annual budget of the ministry makes provision for the funds needed by the department. The ministry is answerable to the parliament for its functioning. Now, after reading the case, you have to answer. This is the case about Post and Telegram Department. Okay, so after reading the case, you have to answer the following question. Name the sector under which the Post and Telegraph Department comes. So it comes under public sector. Alright. Now next question is, name the kind of organization it is and also the concerned ministry. So it is a kind of departmental undertaking because it operates and managed by one of the Ministry of State and Central Government. Now third question is, how the kind of organization to which this department belongs. is different from other organizations in the same sector? Give any 3 differences between all the organizations in the sector. So students, this organization belongs to public sector. Alright, so there are 3 forms of public sectors, that is departmental undertaking, public corporation and government company. So here in this question we have to write the difference between other organizations of public sectors. Like we have to write the difference between departmental undertakings, public corporation and government companies. So see, so we can write any 3 differences on the basis of formation, legal status or finance. Like departmental undertaking is formed by the ministry as a department of government, whereas public corporation is formed by passing a special act in the parliament or state legislature, whereas government company is formed by getting registered under Companies Act 1956. Now, on the basis of legal status, we can compare these 3 organizations as departmental undertaking doesn't enjoy any separate legal entity, and public corporation enjoys separate legal entity, and government company also has a separate legal entity from its members. Now third, finance. So departmental undertaking is totally financed by the government by passing budgets. Public corporation gets funds from government but cannot borrow funds independently, whereas government companies enjoys borrowing power, separate financing. Government provides funds by taking major shareholding. Government company also borrow funds independently as per their requirement. Also, it can raise funds through issuing share capital. Now, next question is, how are the revenues of the department treated? So, they cannot use their revenues as per their requirements, so they are not free to use their revenues. Their revenues are deposited in the government treasury. All right.